Well, hello, and welcome back to a special edition of Idle Kingdom Defense. So today, 24,030, and of course, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and you know it, I know it, make sure you ring that bell. So, as promised, this is actually a Wednesday update, so you're going to see this Sunday. So I finally timed this correctly so we can actually see this going forward. We had been doing Thursday updates, mostly because I forgot to do the Wednesday update. And again, we're still only doing 2 stages, because I do imagine that this will be about 8 minutes long. I don't want to have a super lengthy King's Ruin video. Now, we may be faster this time. It's going to be interesting to see. Obviously, if you've been following the channel, we have been upgrading Marion throughout the week just to try and see, we're trying to hit a milestone of 1,400 artifacts. At 1,400 artifacts, we will try 11-1 again for both the ice and the, what's the other one? The ring. No, it's ice and lightning. Excuse me. We will try it for both the ice and the lightning and see, what that gets us. If it doesn't get us anything, it doesn't get us anything, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But, we're going to give it the old college try. How about that? Obviously, we'll see where it goes from there. Oh, I do wonder if you've been hearing that echo, because I apparently forgot to plug in. Whoops. Well, there might be a little sound artifacting there, but that should be cleaned up now. Yeah, I usually keep the video muted, so I didn't even realize, because a lot of the sound effects actually, I won't say they're grating, but they certainly don't add to the experience when I'm doing stuff, so it's, because you get the sound of, like, when you click, and that's really not what it sounds like. It's more like a clunk and a few other things, so. Yeah, I mean, this is actually, if this might actually be significantly faster already, which I'm kind of surprised by. I was not anticipating it to be significantly faster, and it looks like we might be significantly faster. So that's going to be something that's going to be a little surprising. Hey, most of this is getting cleaned out. Can't really tell which one Marion's hitting. There must be, no, is she hitting the top one? I don't know. Oh, she's hitting the bottom one now. Yeah, there it goes. So that was 3 minutes. So maybe faster? We're at 3 minutes and 25 seconds, so. It did go into overtime though, didn't it? It should have just barely gone into overtime, because it'll go into overtime in 2.5 minutes. So that's kind of the metric that I'm not sure. I can go look. Let me make sure this is muted. Oh, you know what? I'll bring up the old video here. We can do kind of a comparison. I'm not going to show it in the screen. You can just simply go back to part 2 if you want to see it. So yeah, at 3 minutes, oh, it's about the same. We cleaned it up in about 3 minutes on both. I don't think that's a dramatically difference. Unfortunately, I don't think it's a dramatic difference in performance. That's unfortunate. I guess we're just gonna have to purchase more artifacts. So, for the record, the previous one was killed at 3 minutes and 34 left on the clock. And obviously we're in the second one, and so that's not really useful, but the second one was cleared with 3 minutes and 54 seconds on the clock. So we'll see where this ends up. I did forget to go look at damage with the last one, so we'll just look at damage in this one. I mean, I'm not used to doing 2 stages like this. So, let's see. Dun dun dun. dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. And slowly but surely. This is really interesting because we're going to see a lot of how see how they're dragging the monsters around. We're definitely going to see a lot more of that with Vincent when we get him on artifacts. He's just going to start moving. If he can start defeating who he's fighting, he's going to start moving stuff all over the battlefield. For better or for worse, honestly. Now, again, that is a 12-10 thing. So, not going to happen anytime soon. And we're cleaning things up. And with 4:55 on the clock, we just barely hit it. So this is 1 minute faster than last time, which is really 30 seconds faster in playtime. So, yeah, that's for a week-to-week improvement of shaving 1 minute off. That's really good, and it does mean that next week we might be looking at potentially having to do 3 stages. We probably will. So let's take a look at the damage meters here, and you have Marion at 80%. No surprise there. This is actually pretty similar, I believe, to last week with the 80-20 split. Yeah, almost identical. Last week, just for reference, and again, I'm not going to pull this up, I'm just looking at the video on my left. It was 78% Marion, 21% Christian. So obviously, buffing Marion has tilted it in her favor by about 90k damage. And Christian there lost. Christian basically lost 88, not K, trillion, 90 trillion less damage in Marion's favor. Christian lost 88 trillion of that damage, and Vincent lost 2 trillion of the damage. And everybody else, it was like 300 billion, which to me is like, yeah, we're not gonna cut things that fine. So we are definitely slowly seeing more of a concentration in Marion's damage. Let's just take a look at Marion's artifacts real quick. I should have looked at them last week, but we're in the 1370s now. So, that said, once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. If you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.